Here with us again is political satirist and community activist Kamau Bell. And joining us, our newest addition to the current family is Stephanie Miller. She's host of Talking Liberally, the Stephanie Miller Show, which is going to premiere this Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern on Current TV. Stephanie, welcome to Current. We're so glad to have you inside the war room tonight.
Thank you, Governor. I'm not entirely sure that Al Gore may not pull the plug on this before I start, but let's just hope for the best.
All right, so behave yourself during this interview.
All right.
So far, so good. All right. Hey, today I understand that on your show, you had the person who's the program director for a progressive group called Media Matters, and that group is taking out ads against Rush Limbaugh across the spectrum, it's my understanding. And since you're a talk show host, a progressive talk show host, I'm wondering, should other, sort of shock jocks and radio hosts be nervous that groups might be targeting you with ads, kind of like a politician?
Governor, that's exactly what I said to Angelo, is I got to tell you, this makes all of us in radio a little nervous. Boycott, that kind of thing, as Bill Maher said, it worked against him at ABC when, he lost his show because of an advertiser thing. So I actually, had a pretty spirited discussion. And, I am going to invite Rush Limbaugh on my show next week when I debut on Current to talk about how advertiser boycotts hurt all of us in radio, because it does cut both ways, Jennifer. Newsbusters, a right-wing group, could use my first 2 days on Current to go, Stephanie Miller said X and Z, and this is why you should drop all of her advertisers. So it does cut both ways, and it makes me a little nervous, honestly.
That's so interesting, because we here, of course, have been saying, that he's, that he's the scourge of the earth and that he should come down.
No, I mean, Governor, in some ways you're right. I mean, you can, and I have made that case too, that what he did was unprecedented. He attacked a private citizen. He didn't attack Hillary Clinton. He attacked a private citizen for 3 days, calling her a slut and a prostitute and 57 other great things, and I mean, that is a little different. And advertisers, some of his advertisers are mine, Governor, and so they made a decision to drop him, but not me. All I'm saying is I hope at some point they don't go, you know what, talk radio in general is just too controversial. We're just not going to advertise at all.
Well, we don't want that to happen either, since you are starting this new show on Current TV, and of course, all across talk radio today. And Kamau, I'm going to ask you this. There was this discussion about the Etch-a-Sketch unfortunate remark by Governor Romney's assistant. And apparently, Etch-a-Sketch stock today soared like something like 1,700% or something like that. So it's making me want to figure out what is the next insult that can be levied against Slinkies or something like that.
I'm so excited for the Etch-a-Sketch. Let me just say that, because as far as I'm concerned, that's way more fun than an iPad. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for them that they got back in the mix, is all I'm saying. Because it had been a long time since anyone thought about an Etch-a-Sketch.
Well, but Stephanie, of course, this Etch-a-Sketch meme is going to be played out, don't you think, across the airwaves over the next several months, because it's not going away.
Yeah, and with John Fugelsang, my sexy liberal, who does the Sexy Liberal Tour with me and is on my show tomorrow and every Friday, is the one that asked the question on CNN. And, Governor, not a gotcha question, just a general question about how is the governor going to attack to the center. This is the question. So this guy offered this, and I agree with Kamal that, if they get to foreign policy, is someone going to be, the battleship game? Like, oh, you sunk my battleship. It's... What other 70s toys will be spotlighted?
Well, just wait, because we have a little segment on that at the end of the show, so don't go away on that.
Romney is like a pet rock, so I mean, we can also bring that back.
A lava lamp, if you will.
We are here in the war room, and nobody has sent us a Chia Pet tchotchke yet from the campaign. I want to see a couple of Chia Pets. Hey, there was something that was said today that was on the campaign trail, and I want to get your reactions, both of you, to this. Elizabeth Warren called upon the president to complete his evolution in his stance on gay marriage. And she says, quote, I want to see the president evolve because I believe that that is right. Marriage equality is morally right. And she says it should be a plank in the Democratic platform. Is that going to happen?
No. Next question.
You don't think so, huh? Stephanie, what do you think?
Well, Governor, I'm a gay woman, and so I would like that to be the case. But I also want to say that we have had more progress on gay rights under this president than all of the previous presidents combined. And, you know, so, I mean, I think that it is a no-brainer on who to vote for any kind of civil rights in this next election.
I think it's going to be an interesting dance that is played regarding the convention platform, because there are so many of us who want to see that as part of the platform, and I'll just be curious to see how they can carefully craft something that allows him to have his space, and then in the second term maybe
well, black
be very
people have
clear
a theory
about
about that whole second term thing. There's in the barbershops, not to say too much about black people. I don't want to put our message out there too much, but we have this theory. Oh yeah. Let's keep it to yourselves, everybody. But that the second term, he's going to do all this incredible stuff that he can't do in his first term because he won't be running for re-election.
Well, there you go. See, you heard it right here.
Yeah, you heard it from the representative of black people.
Right, well, there you go. Kamal Bell and Stephanie Miller. Stephanie, of course, host of The Stephanie Miller Show, which premieres this Monday at 9 a.m. on Current TV. Thank you both for being inside the war room. Up next, when Brett Ehrlich found out the GOP candidates were playing with toys from the 1980s, he skipped the bar and came right to work this morning.
Coming up, don't you wish political gaffes were like Etch-a-Sketches? Well, they're not. They can end you. Don't go away.